The English Premier League, a league which is often regarded as the very best football has to offer. Known for housing some of the best managers the game has ever seen, the league has also seen some of the very best footballers in the world. However, that's a topic for another day. The Premier League has had its fair share of below-average players. However, the debate of who the worst Premier League player in history is not much of a debate. What if I told you there was a player so bad, his professional career lasted a mere 53 minutes? Welcome to the story of football's biggest con man. Ali Dia, a man whose backstory is covered in mystery and embellishment. Before his ill-fated appearance at Southampton, Dia's football career was far from prestige. Born in Senegal, he moved to France and played for a series of lower league teams, including Beauvais, Dijon, and a brief stint at La Rochelle. None of these clubs suggested he had the pedigree to play in one of the world's top leagues. Yet, through a remarkable twist of fate and deception, he found himself on the brink of Premier League action. In the 1996-97 Premier League season, Southampton were a mid-table club facing significant challenges. Managed by the legendary Graeme Souness, the team struggled to find consistency. Despite having the brilliant Matt Le Tissier, whose creativity and goal-scoring prowess were well known, Southampton were hovering dangerously close to the relegation zone. Souness needed a miracle, and fast. Souness's prayers were finally answered through an unlikely source. The manager received a phone call from the 1995 Ballon d'Or winner and footballing legend, George Weah. Weah spoke highly of his cousin, Ali Dia, painting a picture of a talented Senegalese international with 13 caps and experience at Paris Saint-Germain. Souness, seeking to bolster his squad amidst an injury crisis, was intrigued. The words of George Weah, one of the world's best players, were hard to ignore. As Souness later admitted, "I thought if he's good enough for George, he's good enough for me." The reality, however, was that the call was a complete fabrication. The so-called George Weah was actually a friend of Dia's, and the entire story was masterfully put together to give Dia a chance in the Premier League. Close to achieving his dream of playing top-flight football, Ali Dia arrived at Southampton brimming with confidence. With little time for a thorough evaluation due to ongoing injury problems within the squad, Souness had to make a quick decision. On November 23, 1996, Southampton faced Leeds United. The team were in dire need of a spark. Southampton found themselves dangerously close to the relegation zone, sitting just one place above the drop. Souness named Dia on the bench, hoping the supposed star would bring some much-needed firepower. Southampton struggled in the early parts of the match, and things were about to get a whole lot worse for them as Matt Le Tissier, Southampton's main hope, was forced off due to injury. Souness was forced to call upon Ali Dia after just 32 minutes. What unfolded next was a spectacle that has since become Premier League folklore. Matt Le Tissier, having found some spare time from his questionable conspiracy theories, recently stated, "It was unbelievable. Ali Dia ran around the pitch like Bambi on ice. It was very, very embarrassing to watch." Dia's performance was disastrous. He lacked basic control, positional awareness, and an understanding of professional football. After just 53 minutes of painful play, Souness substituted Dia, ending one of the most bizarre cameos in Premier League history. Southampton realized they had been duped. There were no international caps, no Paris Saint-Germain pedigree, just a player with questionable skills who had fooled his way into top-flight football. His contract with Southampton terminated 2 weeks after the incident, seeing Dias's time in English football end as abruptly as it had started. Le Tissier further added, "It was just surreal. One minute you're being told he's George Weah's cousin, the next you're watching him play like a pub player." The story of Ali Dia has since become a cautionary tale in football, a reminder of the importance of due diligence. Graeme Souness himself, looking back, admitted, "It was a mistake. You have to hold your hands up and accept you've been conned." Ali Dia's post-Southampton career saw him vanish into relative obscurity. He played for non-league teams, one of these teams being Gateshead, where he scored a mediocre 2 goals in 8 games. Nothing to suggest the player can reclaim his Premier League status. This story raises questions about the vulnerabilities within professional football. How could such a high-level club be so easily deceived? The answer lies in the desperation and the rapid pace of the football world. Clubs are always on the lookout for the next big talent, and sometimes, due to injuries or pressure, they make hasty decisions. In this case, it led to one of the most memorable farces in football history. Le Tissier did, however, give Ali Dia a compliment, albeit not for his football skills, as he stated, "I think he's in the Hall of Fame for the biggest con ever pulled off in football. He deserves a medal for that." As for the remainder of Southampton's season, the club managed to steer clear of relegation, finishing in a respectable 16th place. Despite the Ali Dia fiasco, Souness's team rallied and secured their Premier League status for another year. This episode, while embarrassing, did not define their season, and Southampton continued to build and improve in the years that followed. The tale of Ali Dia and Southampton is a curious chapter in Premier League history. It serves as a humorous, yet sobering reminder of the unpredictability of football. In a league renowned for its quality, Ali Dia's story stands out not for talent, but for sheer audacity. Graham Souness has just one more question surrounding the situation.